Hey guys, it's Reagan, and today I'm going to be talking about who I think is going to die in Avengers Infinity War. So, this is a big moment. This is what the MCU has been building towards since the beginning. This is Infinity War, and it is about a week away, and I am going crazy. I'm just thinking about it all the time, and I'm very excited, but I'm also very scared because I know that there's going to be a lot of character deaths, and I'm almost open to some, but others I'm probably going to shed a few tears. So these are my guesses based on some interviews the cast has had, contracts, also the Infinity Gauntlet. I did read it all, which is what Infinity War will be based off of, and just kind of looking at the MCU and their trends in general. So let's get started. First, I want to say I think everyone will die. Hold on a second. Before you're like, well, how are they going to continue the MCU? No. I think that everyone will die, but they won't stay dead. I think either Doctor Strange will use the Time Stone, or either, I don't think that they'll have Mistress Death that Thanos is trying to impress in this, but in the comics, Thanos is trying to impress Mistress Death, and he's kind of trying to show her that he will risk, like, getting taken down in order to impress her more. Like, he wants to make himself more vulnerable to impress her more. So he does that at some point. So he might bring them all back to life if he has the Infinity Stones to kind of show, oh, that was too easy, let me try it again, to be more impressive. So that's one way, but I think ultimately Doctor Strange will probably use the Time Stone and everyone will come back to life, and you'll get that, oh, and you'll be like, oh my god, this is crazy, and it will really set the stakes for the movie, and you'll be like, seriously, if this is how they're gonna go. I think it would be like kind of a fake out death, because there's no way they're going to kill some characters. Now let's get on to the real people that I think are going to die and are going to stay dead. First, I want to talk about Captain America. So everyone's been talking about how Captain America is probably going to die, and I would say that's accurate. Chris Evans has said he doesn't want to do blockbusters, his contracts are over, so it's kind of showing that he's not going to be there. Also, Chris Evans has done so much with Captain America. Captain America has been in a lot of movies. You got his giant 3 movies that are big and grand and great, so he has a very good character arc. And then also he has 2 people that can replace him. Falcon could replace him, or also Bucky. I'm thinking they're going to use Bucky to replace him. So I think that is pretty set in stone that we need to start digging Captain America's grave, because he's going to be needing it pretty soon. And also, I think he will be in the 4th Avengers in flashbacks, because we have seen pictures on set of Chris Evans just like wearing his old Captain America uniform, so I think it's going to be a flashback to certain times. So there's that. Another original Avenger that I think is going to kick the bucket is the Hulk. So Mark Ruffalo has been hinting at recently that the Hulk has a major subplot in Infinity War, and because the Hulk will never get a solo movie, because it's weird with Universal, because Marvel and Universal are sharing the Hulk, and also the Hulk as a character alone, it's kind of hard to have a standalone movie, because when he is the Hulk, he's just like Hulk smash. So it's hard to have a full movie centered around him. So that's kind of why I think that he'll probably most likely kick the bucket, because his character arc is basically done. He was in Ragnarok, and they were giving more screen time to the Hulk, and I think that will just end in a sad death. Even though Hulk seems to be indestructible, I think that he'll end up dying. And it's kind of sad though, because I would love to see the Hulk fight Wolverine, especially after Disney kind of is starting to acquire Fox all the way and trying to buy Fox, and that would have been amazing. But I mean, I don't know, we'll have to see where they go with it, but that's why I think the Hulk might have a good chance of dying. The next character basically guaranteed to die is Nebula. So Nebula is Thanos' adopted daughter, and he has basically destroyed her. He has made her more machine than her actual self, and he's just tortured her so many times, and I think it's kind of reflective of what happens in Infinity Gauntlet, where he keeps Nebula on the verge of death just to torture her and just for his own amusement. So that is shown there, and I think what will happen is she will really just try to kill him and give her all, and it will just lead to her death. I think she will die. I think that her character arc will make sense if she dies fighting Thanos. And maybe she's one of the people that helps take him down, and she ends up dying, and then her purpose is fulfilled. So I think that she has a really high likelihood of dying. Another character that I can see kind of dying is Hawkeye. Now, in the Infinity Gauntlet, in the beginning, Thanos makes half of the population just disappear, and Hawkeye is one of those people that disappears. So I think that might be why he's not in a lot of the promotions or like anywhere in Infinity War. So maybe he's one of the people that disappeared, he's one of those heroes that did that, and he will be like taken back. Thanos will bring him back at the end, or after like somebody else gets the Infinity Gauntlet and brings him back. So I think that might happen. Also, he might have another subplot that is really not in Infinity Wars and then come back into the fourth Avengers movie, so that's why I think he's absent. And I don't know necessarily if he's actually going to die and stay dead, but I think that will kind of explain his absence. Or he just dies really early on, but I think we would have seen him in something if he did do that. Another character that I think is gonna die is Vision. Now, Vision is not my favorite character. I kind of think he's bland. I don't really like him too much, and that might just be because I like read Aversack, so I'm kind of bitter about how he was in that. But anyway, so I think Vision is gonna die. He has the Mind Stone right there, and I think he's gonna get that taken out, and boom, bye Vision. And I think that a lot of people aren't gonna have too much sympathy for him, but I think what we'll have more sympathy is when the Scarlet Witch sees him die and then kind of has a breakdown because of their little romantic relationship there. The last character I think that is going to probably die is Iron Man. Now, I'm not sure. I think that he will probably survive maybe this movie, but I feel like he might die. He's more likely to die in the fourth Avengers movie, but I think he could also die in Infinity War. Because, let's face it, Robert Downey Jr. is pretty old, he's very expensive, and he's been in the MCU for 10 years. I think a lot of the characters that they're prepping to die have had like a lot of screen time in different areas, like Hulk being in Ragnarok and Iron Man being in Spider-Man Homecoming. So they've had extra screen time almost, and you got to know these characters more, and you've been around them more. So if they die, it's not too bad. I think that it's kind of for the Avengers to take on a new mantle. I think they're already prepping like the younger Science Bros with Shuri and Peter Parker. I think they're made together. That'd be great. So they kind of have a younger Science Bros there. So I think that they kind of have some characters that are able to kind of replace them. So if Iron Man dies, I think that it will be fine because we've seen them. He's been on the screen for 10 years. And he's just kind of getting old. And it would make sense if Iron Man died, if it started out with Iron Man and this big thing that everything was building towards ended with Iron Man's death. So that's who I think is going to die. I think that we have Black Panther is definitely safe because his movie made so much money. Also, there's only been one of them, so he'll be safe. Spider-Man is going to be safe because his sequel is coming out in 2019 after the fourth Avengers movie. Also, Spider-Man is like the most iconic Marvel character, so they're not going to kill him off. Then we got the Guardians. I think they're relatively safe. I think Drax might end up dying maybe, but that's whatever. But they are going to keep most of them because comedic relief, so there's that. Yeah, so that's who I think is going to stay safe. I also think Doctor Strange is going to stay safe because we need people that know about the Infinity Stones, and Doctor Strange is basically always alive in Infinity Gauntlet, so that's who I think is going to be safe, and I'm excited to see it, partly because I'm pretty sure Spider-Man's not going to die, so I'm not too nervous about it. But yeah, so thanks guys for watching this video. Please subscribe because I love it when you guys subscribe, and yeah, so bye guys. I'll see you guys later.